So leo tunaangalia chapter 6.
Nakusikia vizuri.
Right, thank you. Tunaangalia keys and scales, the second part. Last time tuliangalia keys na scales, part 1. Na tulisoma the keys with 3 sharps and 3 flats. 3 sharps, 3 flats. Is that right? Yeah, na 2 flats. So leo ni part 2 and we're going to look at minor scales. These are the terms and signs for the day. Actually, these are all signs. The first one here on the top left is 8 with the dotted line facing like a bracket facing down of some kind. This one means perform an octave higher. If it was the opposite of this, facing up, then it would mean perform an octave lower. It's usually placed on top of a staff with direction to perform an octave higher or lower. And then we have this thing here on the bottom left. So this is a multi-measure rest on the bottom left. It means you don't perform, you take a rest for the number of bars that is shown with the number above the staff. So in this case, this is a 4-measure rest. It's like having 4 measures with semi-brief rests. It could be 10, it could be 12, it could be any number. So this is usually used with instruments in orchestra, where an instrument doesn't play for a long time. So instead of turning pages with rests, they're given a multi-measure rest. And then we have the first time bar. In a repeated section, you play this first time you're playing, the first time through. So this is first time. When you play first time, play what is under 1. When you are repeating second time, skip what is under 1 and play what is the under the bracket of 2. So this is the second time bar, which means when you are singing through second time, then perform or sing what is under the second time bar. Now we have these are the terms and signs for today. Now this lesson we are going to have to learn the keys and scales, and in this lesson specifically we look at relative major and minor keys, and then we're going to look at minor scales with and without key signatures. So in every key, every major key has a relative. That means every key signature can represent 2 keys. So like 1 sharp is G major, but there is a relative minor key that uses 1 sharp like G major. So that's the relative of G major, the relative minor. They use the same notes, many of the same notes as their relative major, that is the relative minor keys. The relative minor keys use many of the same notes as their relative major, but they sound different. Where do they sound different? It's because the tonic or key note of a relative minor is the 6th degree of its relative major. So for example, if G major sounds like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, then if the major key sounds like that, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, then the minor key will sound like do, ti, la, ti, do. So it starts from la. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. It has a different kind of sound. Most people describe it as sad. And the tonic of the relative minor is the 6th degree of its relative major. Let's look at it. For example, this is C major, and C major starts from C to C. You can see this scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. This is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. This is the major scale of C. Now, look at the top right. We have the relative minor starting on the La, on the 6th of the C major. So if you want to know the relative minor of any key, then look at the 6th degree of the major key. If you can find the 6th degree of the major key, then you have found the relative minor, because that 6th degree is the name of the relative minor. Somebody has unmuted, so I'm hearing myself. Mary Mora, how are you?
I'm good.
Oh, good to see you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. So let's look at these key signatures. So if we don't have any key signature, then that is C major or which minor? Let me see if we are together. So Ann Mokundi, do you have a pen and paper there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, write the scale of C major. C major does not have any sharps or flats, so you're just writing C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C.
C, D, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C.
Okay,
I've
now
done that.
that is the C major scale.
Yeah.
So which degree did we say the relative minor lies?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th degree?
The 2nd degree.
No, we just said it a moment ago. Look at this slide. Look at the last point here. The tonic or keynote of a relative minor key is the 6th degree of its relative major. Ulikuwa umeenda kukoroga mboga?
Kidogo nilikuwa na serve maji. But I'm back.
Okay, so it's the 6th degree. So like this is the scale of C major. It starts from C to C, and the relative minor will start on the 6th degree.
Okay.
That is, what is the 6th degree? On what you
It's
have
A.
written on your paper. Yeah, that is it. So the relative minor of C major is A minor.
A minor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mary Nyariara, help us
I have
find
a
the
question.
yes.
Why A minus?
A minor. Sorry.
A minor.
Yes, minor. M-I-N-O-R. Kuna minor na major.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
We are all minor scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So Mary, help us find the relative minor of G major, the key with 1 sharp.
Okay.
How many sharps do we have in G major?
How many sharps do we have in
G major.
major? We have 1 sharp
On which note?
on the F note.
On the F, you're right. So write down the scale of G major. That is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And then look
Yes.
at the 6th degree, and that will be our minor, relative minor.
Yes. It's
So
E.
E minor, you're right. So 1 sharp can either tell you the key is G major or E minor. It's the relative minor.
Yes.
All right, Anthony, what is the relative minor of F major? Anthony atatuambia, sijui ana drive, hata ako meeting nyingine kwa Google Meet, sijui kwa Zoom. Sawa, let's see. Evelyn.
Sorry, Mwalimu.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you with us?
I'm not. Yes.
Oh. Sawa. So what's the relative minor of F major?
Let's see. You start from F major.
Mm-hmm.
A, B, C, D, E, D.
Yeah, it's D minor. You're right. So that's it. A minor is the relative minor of C major. The key signature of A minor and C major have got no sharps or flats. It's the same. And then, as you said, E minor is the relative minor of G major. So the key signature of E minor and G major has got one sharp on F. And then, as you said again, D minor is the relative minor of F major. So the key signature of D minor and F major has got one flat on B. So let's look at minor scales. One of the minor scale forms is called harmonic minor. We have natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. So in grade 2, we will look at harmonic minor. Now, the harmonic minor scale has the 7th degree raised by a semitone. So when you're writing a scale of A minor, for example, you don't write the scale of C and then show this is where the scale of A starts. You write from A to A, that is A minor, A to A, and then without key signature. Remember, if it is A major, we will have 3 sharps: F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. But A minor has got no sharps, no flats, because it's a relative of C major. But it has accidentals. So when we say that it has no sharps, no flats, we mean that its key signature has got no sharps, no flats. But the 7th degree of the scale is raised by a semitone. Remember, the 7th degree is of the minor key itself, not the relative major. So when you're talking about A minor, you start counting from A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The 7th is G. And you'll find that G is raised by a semitone. It's raised. Sorry. So one of the minor scale forms is harmonic minor, as we said, and then the 7th degree is the degree of the minor key itself. So apart from the raised 7th note, the minor key uses the same notes as its relative major scale. The minor key uses the same notes as its relative major scale. Yes, please.
I was wondering if you can maybe illustrate that using the clefs on the 7th degree, how it's raised, yet we don't have a sharp or a flat. So when on that line it says, remember the 7th degree is of the minor key itself. And then you told us it doesn't have any sharp or any flat. But we raise the 7th degree by a semitone. So can you state it to us using the solfa notation?
Yes, that's what we are going to have next.
Okay, sawa.
Yeah, nakupata. That's what we're going to have next.
Thank you.
And that's a good question, because actually when we say it has got A minor has got no sharps or no flats, it's the same as C major. What we mean is that it doesn't have a key signature. The sharps and the flats that are not has, remember, we're talking about natural harmonic minor, and then we have melodic and we have harmonic. We are talking about harmonic for grade 2, and harmonic minor does not have a key signature. It doesn't have a key signature, it only has accidentals. I don't know if it makes sense. So the key signature of A major is, A major is 3 sharps. The key signature of C major is no sharps, no flats. That is the same as A minor. So when we say the 7th degree is raised by a semitone, it doesn't mean that in the key signature you put a sharp on the 7th degree. No. It's always used as an accidental. This is how it looks like. So in A harmonic minor, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, raised 7th, G sharp, and then A. So remember, this G sharp, you cannot come and take this sharp and say now that this is harmonic minor, I'll put it as the key signature and then you put it here at the beginning of the score. No, it's not part of the key signature, it's an accidental. It's raised, a raised 7th degree. So don't confuse these with the key signature. So there are no sharps or flats in the key signature of A minor. The raised 7th is not in the key signature, but is used as an accidental. I don't know if this makes sense. Evelyn, ina make sense ama ninaongea French?
Ina make sense.
Mary?
Nimepotea tu kidogo.
Ninaongea French?
Kidogo
Mokundi?
tu.
Na vyenye sijaelewa vizuri.
Anthony?
I'm okay, mwalimu.
Okay.
Now with now the drawing, at least now I can understand.
Mm-hmm. So let's hear
the
Anthony, unapotea.
the raised 7th. Napotea. Can you hear now?
Sasa nakupata,
The raised 7th. Yeah, the raised 7th degree. At least now I know it's not a key signature. It's just an accidental.
Exactly. Yep. So
yeah, that's now clear.
Okay, so Mary unmute, nijue ni mahali gani na kuchanganya.
So niulize.
This
hii mambo ya raised degree only applies when there's no key signature. Hiyo ndio swali yangu kwanza. Hiyo ndio ya kwanza.
So kama raised degree ina apply mahali tu hakuna key signature. Ukisema hakuna key signature inamaanisha kama C haina sharps ama haina flats.
Iko na hiyo accidentals penye tunasema.
Hapana, no, it's for every key, as you are going to see. Every key key enye ni relative minor ita contain the key signature. Usisahau C major sio ati haina key signature. The key signature is the absence of sharps and flats. So hata A minor key signature yake ni the absence of sharps and flats kwa key signature. So hiyo ni the key signature here is ni C major, lakini tuko na raised 7th, na hii raised 7th sio ya C, ni ya A. So unaona tunaanzia A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A.
Yes.
Ina make sense?
Ina make sense.
Okay, so hebu tusikie kama Mokundi imeanza ku make sense.
Okay, niko na swali. Mi naona kama is this an accidental or a sharp?
Ni accidental.
Na nikalia
Accidental.
sharp one.
Accidental ni sharp, flat, natural. Zote ni accidentals. Accidentals,
okay.
tuliposoma accidentals for grade 1 tulisema a sharp raises a note by a semitone, a flat lowers a note by a semitone, a natural cancels a sharp or a flat. Zote ni accidentals.
Okay. Ya nimepata.
So let's
Nimepata
look at it.
hakuna nimeunderstand hakuna time signature.
Key signature.
Key signature.
Yes, time signature
There is
itakuwa.
a raised note. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Lakini key signature iko. Key signature iko. Ya C major ni venye tu haina sharps na flats. But key signature inafaa ikuwe. Like we're going to see in a few slides utaielewa. Acha nitakuita nikuelezee tukija kwa G major.
Okay.
So this is again a harmonic minor but now descending. Take note that this is not the second degree that is raised. When you count the degrees, you start from low to high. So the lowest is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So the seventh is raised, whether ascending or descending. So the descending scale of A minor uses the same notes as the ascending minor scale. Now, let's look at E harmonic minor. Now, and Mokundi, you can unmute.
Mwalimu.
Yes. I'm listening.
Mwalimu.
Yes.
Kuna mali nimepotea kidogo. If we can go back to the A harmonica kidogo tu. The raised degree is the seventh one, which is an F.
Kwa nini F? Umehesabu ukapata F aje? Umeanzia leta gani ndo ukapata 7th ikiwa F?
A, B, C, D, E, F. So, if the first degree is, no, it's not F. A, B, C, D, E, F. It's a G.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think nilikuwa nimeshika F. Ndio nilikuwa nachanganyika. It's a G.
Okay. So iko sawa?
Yeah, iko sawa.
Alright, so Mokundi, please unmute.
Okay.
So hii ni E harmonic minor. Tulipata E harmonic minor ilikuwa relative ya which major key?
E harmonic minor. I can't remember.
Hiyo ni kama nakuuliza. E ni 6th ya which scale?
6th degree of which scale?
So kama hiyo ni 6, si unajua 6, 7, 8. 8 utakuwa umefika kwa the key.
Ilikuwa ya G minor.
G major. Kama ni minor ni relative ya major. Haziwezi kuwa minor mbili relatives.
So it's a G major.
Yes, G major. Relative ya G major. So E minor itakuwa na how many sharps kwa key signature?
E minor.
Kumbuka ina share na the relative major.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Itakuwa na 2.
Tumesema E minor ni relative ya which major key?
G major.
G major inakuanga na sharps 2.
G major inakuanga na sharp 1.
Na si ninakwambia zinatumia same. As in relatives hazikui na key signature different. If they are relatives, they have the same key signature.
Okay.
Is it making sense?
Somehow.
So it's as easy as if they are relatives, they use the same key signature. Hivyo tu, nothing hidden. So what is the key signature of E harmonic minor?
F.
I mean E minor, E harmonic, E minor tumesema itakuwa na sharps ngapi?
Tumesema itakuwa na sharps mbili. Moja. Itakuwa na moja.
It will have one sharp on which note?
F sharp.
F sharp. So if you look at this scale, is F raised?
Yeah, it is.
It is raised. Which degree of the minor? E harmonic of the E minor?
Second degree.
It is the second degree. That is, hiyo F sharp ni F sharp ya key signature.
Okay.
It should be there because E minor haiwezi kuwa E minor bila F sharp. It has to have the F sharp. Hiyo ni ya key signature.
Alright. Yeah.
But do you notice also that the 7th degree is raised? I think that is why unaangalia unasema itakuwa na 2 sharps. Key signature haina 2 sharps. Key signature has only 1 sharp. Sorry?
Ndio naona hata hii D iko raised.
So hiyo ni 7th degree. Tulikuwa tumesema kwa harmonic minor 7th degree iko na accidental. It is raised.
Yeah. Yes.
So this is not part of the key signature.
Okay.
There is 1 sharp in the key signature of E minor. The raised 7th, the D sharp, is not in the key signature, but is used as an accidental.
All right. Okay.
Is it
I
making
got
sense?
it now.
Are you now getting the difference between a key signature and an accidental?
Yes, I am.
All right. So the F sharp is part of the key signature. And
Yes.
then if it's descending, it has to be the same. The F sharp is raised and the 7th also is raised.
Yeah.
Now let's talk to Mary. Mary.
Yes.
So this is again E minor.
Okay. What?
What is the difference between this and the one we were looking at?
This one has a key signature.
Perfect. This one has a key signature. So we don't need the sharp on the 2nd degree.
Can I ask
Yes?
before?
Yes?
So, earlier the question that you had asked Alice. Oh, no, and yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Mokundi, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go back, please? Niulize tu swali.
So the E harmonic minor ascending.
Yes. So
This
you have
one.
said, yes. So umesema that if they are relative keys, that they're the same, they have the same key signature.
Yes.
So so kama kwa hii swali si umesema the first one ndio the minor key, ndio the E harmonic minor, ndio?
The what?
Minor. The first degree is the E minor, right?
Yeah, E is the first degree and E should be the last degree because we are looking at E minor scale.
Okay. So if there's no key signature, unaangalia in terms of the semitone. Ukitaka ku retrieve the, what do you call it? Ukitaka kujua ni wapi uneka the accidental. Hapana, si accidental. Ukitaka kujua ni uneka the nini?
So, you know, the key signature can be written either after the clef or it can be written in form of accidentals.
Yes.
So in this case hapa tumetumia kama accidental, hatu kuandika key signature. But for this
so
to be E minor,
yes,
the F sharp must be there. So if we don't have the key signature, then we have to sharpen every F.
So kama venye tulikuwa tumeka hiyo harmonic minor, tunaangalia the B, the B note, right? So hapo ndo tutaweka the accidental.
B, A, B. No. Kwa A minor, kumbuka A minor haina sharps na haina flats.
Oh, so ni
So it's only the 7th that was raised.
Oh, so the A ni kama G.
A ni kama C.
Oh, A ni kama C.
Yes,
Sawa.
C major,
Sawa.
A minor. So the 6th degree of C is the relative minor, which is A.
Ah.
But
Okay.
this is E minor. E minor is the relative of G major. Because E is the 6th. So E, F, G. 6, 7, 8. So the G major and E minor are using the same key signature.
Oh, yes.
And that is F sharp. So if you don't have the key signature at the beginning of the score, we have to sharpen every F, and that's what we have done here.
Yes.
So this is now the same as this one, but this is descending. We have the
Yes.
F raised here as the part
Yes.
of the key signature. I mean the F that's supposed to be in the key signature, and then the 7th that is raised because it's harmonic minor. And then we have this that I asked you to now unmute. So in this
Yes.
case, this is harmonic minor, the same E minor, but now we have a sharp at the beginning. This is a key signature.
Yes, it is.
So in this case, we don't need to keep sharpening the F.
Yes.
But
Because
this-
it has already been
Yes.
indicated.
Yes. So this second F is F sharp because of the key signature, but we don't need, it will be unnecessary to write it here.
Yes.
But you see the 7th is again raised.
It's because the 7th degree
Yeah.
has an accident.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So, Evelyn, is this making sense?
Yes, it's making sense. But I have a question.
Yes, please.
Venye umefind like A minor is relatively to C. Umefind juu sa the A minor haina sharps or flats na the E bado umepata the same way ukapata how umepata aje ni iko relatively the same as the G.
Okay, that's a good question. So tulisema, if you are doing a scale, if you have a major scale, the 6th degree of the major scale is the relative minor. Do you have a pen there and paper?
Yes.
Ebu andika scale ya G major. G major iko na sharps ngapi?
G iko na sharps moja.
So andika G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G to G. Alafu on the
Umeandika?
hiyo sharp moja ulisema kwa G ni gani?
Iko kwa F.
Sharpen F. So angalia the 6th degree of kenye umeandika. What is the 6th degree?
E.
E, that's the relative minor.
Oh, okay.
So E minor,
Nimeshika.
E minor has the same key signature as G major.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa napotea hapo.
Umepata hasa?
Nimepata kabisa.
All right. So the key signature takes care of the F sharps, but not the D sharp that is raised as the 7th degree of the minor scale, as we said earlier. So now this is D harmonic minor. Now I want Anthony to tell us why we have a flat and a sharp in the same scale.
Okay. The flat is the flat is the usual B flat that we usually have. On what do you call it? On the F major.
Mm-hmm.
And then now the sharp is now the seventh degree that we are raising. The D harmonic is taking is relative to, what do you call it? F major.
Yeah, you're right. So if you have F major, that is F, G, A, B, C, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. So the sixth is the D. D minor is the relative of F major, so it has one flat on B. And the seventh, which is C, is raised with a sharp. Okay, so there is one flat in the key of D minor. The seventh raised note is not in the key signature but used as an accidental. And the F sharp is part of the key signature. Did I say F sharp? The B flat should be B flat. It should be B
Yes,
flat.
B
I
flat.
should correct this. The B flat is part of the key signature. Let me just correct it now before. B flat. Shida copy pasting. So okay, so this is the same scale descending. Notice that there is no difference. It's only that we're starting from the 8th degree down to the 1st degree. Now here again we have the D minor, but now with a key signature. Notice that we don't use a flat now as an accidental in the scale. We only raise the 7th. Always remember that the 7th degree that is raised because of the harmonic minor should not and will never be used as a key signature. Okay, so let's look at intervals. This is so this is we want to work out these intervals, and the lowest note.
Molim,
Yes, please.
just a quick one, eh?
Uh-huh.
A D major, which is the relative minor for the D major?
D major, the relative minor will be B minor, but that will come in grade 3.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I noted we didn't touch it.
Yeah. So this is
Sir, thanks.
the lowest note in every one of these is the key note. So we are supposed to find the 4th degree of A, 6th degree of A, and then the 2nd degree of A, and then the 7th degree of A. All these are A, and it's supposed to be A minor. So let me just intervals in A minor should be A minor. So let's see your answers. So Evelyn, tell us the 4th degree of A minor. You can write it actually in your paper there, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and then raise the 7th note. And that's it. We don't need any other accidental because this is A minor, which is relative to C major. So what is the 4th degree?
A D.
D, you're right. Mary, what's the 6th degree?
I'm lost. Why D?
4th degree of A minor. Have you written the scale of A minor in your paper? On your paper?
Oh yes, understood.
Now raise the 7th. Don't forget to raise the 7th.
Yes.
So tell us the 2nd degree of A minor. B, you're right. What about the 7th degree?
The 7th degree of A minor G.
It is
G.
G. So let's hear from Anmukundi. Have you written it down?
Yes.
What is the 7th degree?
A
Yeah,
minor.
yeah.
G.
G.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear from Evelyn. What is the 7th degree?
Right. The 7th degree.
Mm-hmm.
But see, it's the one that we have raised
Yes,
to a semitone.
yes.
So it's supposed to be a data.
It's supposed to be G sharp, you're right. So Anmokundi and Mary, you got it wrong because you forgot to raise the 7th note.
You're noted.
Noted.
Yeah, Mepata?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to raise the 7th. These are the answers. The 7th should be raised. Remember to sharpen the 7th degree of the harmonic minor scale. Now let's look at the semitone and tones in the scale of A harmonic minor. So let's use the example of A minor. We have the scale of A minor on the screen. Now we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and A. So the red square brackets show where we have the semitones. Between B and C, between E and F, and between G sharp and A. These are where we have semitones. So unlike the major scale, kindly remind me where we had the semitones in the major scale, between which degrees? Tony?
Between third and fourth.
Only.
And the 7th and 8th.
So we had 2 semitone intervals in the scale.
Yes.
So in the minor scale, we have 3 semitones. Not every minor. This is supposed to be harmonic minor. So these are semitones and tones in harmonic minor scale. Need to make it very clear. So this is A harmonic minor. So the semitones and tones in the harmonic minor scale. So this is 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Take note that the intervals will be the same whether ascending or descending. And these semitones are in the following degrees: in the 2nd and 3rd degree, 5th and 6th degree, 7th and 8th degree. So there is 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you forget, just remember that the last 4 notes are in pairs of semitones. So the 5, 6 paired, and then the 7, 8. They are semitones, and then the beginning is the 2nd, 3rd, not 3rd, 4th like the major scale. The same things, the same places we have the semitones, even when the scale is descending. Remember to count degree from the lowest to highest note. So when you get a descending scale, don't start counting the 1st degree from the 1st note. Usually when it's descending, it's the last degree that's the 1st note. The 1st degree is usually the lowest, so you start counting from the end. Now I want you to tell me what key this melody is in. It is not using a key signature, it's only using accidentals. So let's see if Evelyn can get this. Look at the sharps, on which notes they are, write them down, and then you will know which key it is in.
Just a second.
All right.
So I'm supposed to look at all the sharps where they are located.
Mm-hmm. Have you written them all? This is G clef.
Oh, it's a treble. Okay. So the first one is at. The first one is at B.
No. Look at the note that is being sharpened, if it's on a space or line. Do you know the name of the lines or spaces of the G clef?
The G clef, yes. The space.
Yeah, spaces and lines. So the first note, the first sharp is on a note that's on the third space.
So I'm starting from looking from this side of where the clef is.
Yes.
So the first one is on a C.
Yes, the first one is C, and the second one?
Okay. The second one is on an F.
Write it down. Write C and F. The third one?
The third one. Let me see. On a G.
Write that down. The fourth one?
One is on a C.
Yes, and we already have a C, so you don't need to write that one. And then the last one?
The last one. Let me see. On a G.
We already have G. So how many sharps do you have?
I have 2.
2. So you have 2 sharps.
See, they are repeating exactly. Let me see. See? Oh, 3.
3 sharps. Yeah, don't repeat the ones that are repeated. So which key is this?
With 3 sharps.
Yeah.
A major.
Yeah, it's supposed to be A major. So my answer here was wrong. It's supposed to be A major. Okay. And then we have this one. Let's see if Mary will be able to do this. What key is this?
A. Okay. The first one is F.
The first one, the very first one, from the clef.
Oh, no. Sorry. Oh my God.
Start from where you know, and then you can move up.
Yes.
Are you familiar with middle C?
Yes, yes.
Middle
So
C is the
yes.
first ledger line above the bass clef.
Yes.
So the first sharp is
A D.
D sharp. Write it down.
A D?
D sharp. It's a D sharp. Write it down. And then the
D
second
sharp,
one.
yes. F. F sharp.
F sharp. Write it down.
Yes.
Is there any new sharp apart from those?
No, they aren't.
So what key is
So
that?
they are 2 sharp.
Yes.
2 sharps, a D.
D major.
D minor.
D minor. D minor has 1 flat because it's a relative of F major, so it should have a B flat.
Pardon?
A D minor will
A D?
A D minor will have a flat because it's the relative of F major. Do you remember that?
Yes, yes.
So it can't be D minor. Maybe you want to say D,
D
major.
major.
Yeah, D major has got which sharps? The first one is usually
The first sharp.
in the key of D major.
Or
When you have 2 sharps in the key signature, on which notes they put on? Is it? I mean, the first sharp is usually which sharp? The first key to
E
be.
sharp.
I mean, the first note to be sharpened
The
in a
first
key
key,
signature. When you have a key signature with 1 sharp, which sharp is it usually?
I'm not understanding your question.
So we have said key signature of 2 sharps is D major, and that is correct. So you remember the first key, the key with 1 sharp
Yes.
is G major.
Yes.
And
the
which,
key with 1
which
sharp
is
is
the
G major.
sharp? Which note is the sharp in the key signature?
The F sharp.
F is usually the first to be sharpened. And
Yes.
then that F will be in all other keys as we increase the sharps.
Yes.
So F sharp will always be the first sharp, and then which will be the
Yes.
second sharp when we are now in D major.
Ama? E.
No. Ulikuwa umesema aje? Ulipotea, sikusikia. Ya kwanza ulisema?
Ya kwanza,
I mean, after F sharp ni gani next?
after F sharp.
No, tulianza na D sharp.
Achana na hii question. Hii question achana na we want us to look at the key signatures that we studied, the 2 sharps in grade 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first sharp was F, and which is the other? Unaweza andika key signature ya D major ama unaweza access somewhere hapo?
Kuna kitabu. Yes.
So,
D major.
uh-huh.
D major has 2 sharps.
Mm-hmm.
It's the F sharp and the C sharp.
Yes, those are the sharps in the D major. So it's F, and then we said they usually leave each other with interval of fifths: F, G, A, B, C.
5.
Yeah, and then C, D, E, F, G. In case you forget, you can just do the fifths to get them. But this, what we have on the screen is D sharp and F sharp. So this is clearly not D major.
So itakuwa meja gani?
Utaona kama kuna mtu anashikanisha. Anmokundi.
Yes.
Hii ni key gani?
Mhm.
Iko na D
With
sharp
two
na iko na
sharp.
F sharp.
Kuna D sharp and F sharp.
Mhm.
D sharp and F sharp. Nayo inakuanga na D sharp and F sharp.
Sawa, acha tusikie
Itakuwa
Anthony.
D flat moja ama itakuwa gani?
Achana naye, usiharibu maneno haya. Anthony, unaonaje?
Naona itakuwa G major.
G major.
Yes.
Sawa.
In the majors that okay, this is my understanding.
Mhm.
In the majors that we have done,
Mhm.
we have F sharp.
Mhm. Hatuna F sharp bado.
B
Okay, hebu acha tusikie nani sababu time imeisha. Acha tusikie Evelyn.
C sharp.
Which key is this?
Iko na 2 sharps. Ni D major.
D major inakuanga na F sharp na C sharp. Hapa hakuna C sharp.
So iko na sharp gani na gani?
Iko na D sharp na F sharp. Unapotea?
Hata mimi nimepotea.
Okay, so I'll give you the answer. So the key of this is akinyinyi watu seriously. Amko serious, acha tuone. It's E minor. E minor has got 1 sharp which is F, and the 7th degree which is D is usually raised. Tumefanya na tukaiangalia mara kama 10. But you guys mmesahau.
Mwalimu.
Ama lazima ikae kama scale.
F sharp mwalimu. Hapana mwalimu, uliniakuza F sharp. Ukasema hakuna F sharp.
Hakuna F sharp, hii sio F sharp, hii ni E minor. Hii ni
ndio nasema okay, E minor is...
Ulisema G major. Wewe ulisema G major which has F sharp. E minor is the relative of G major. Na it has the D raised. If you remember, tulipoangalia the scales.
And the first
Sikupati, unapotea. So tulikuwa tunasema hii ni E minor, harmonic minor niliwaonyesha. Do you see the F sharp? The F sharp ni ile ya key signature. It should be there. Alafu the 7th degree inaraiziwa, so iko na F sharp na iko na D sharp. This is the scale that tunaangalia mwisho. Anthony, unapotea potea, so sikupati.
on
Hello. Unapotea Anthony, utanipigia simu uniulize. I believe wengine mmenipata. Is it now clear? Evelyn, Mary and Anne?
Yes, nimeona pale tuna make mistake.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in E minor because of the sharp and the flat. And then this is F flat major, is very clear. And then somebody see if you can manage this. Sasa hii ni rahisi. Nyinyi msiniangushe hapa. Niambieni mbio time imepita. Ndio tuende tulale. Mary, hisi ni rahisi.
Please unaweza chagua mtu mwingine. Aki Said sina confidence.
Hebu niambie wewe unaona nini hapa?
Okay.
E sharp ni C. na iko na B flat.
Yes.
Unaweza kumbuka ni key gani tumeona iko na hizo nini mbili?
C na iko na B flat.
Yeah, iko na C sharp na B flat.
B.
B for
D
boy,
minor.
D minor. Yeah, you're right. Sababu ya E flat ni relative ya F major, D minor, alafu kwa D minor, the seventh of the D minor is C sharp. Alright, so that is it. I mean, it's that easy. So don't forget the semitones ziko kwa second, third degree, fifth degree na sixth, alafu kuna 7th degree to 8th degree. Okay, that is it for today. I believe mumeelewa minor keys. Nitajua nikiwatumia the quiz. Don't forget, if it doesn't make sense like a major key, angalia kama ni minor key. Sisahau, just always check the notes. Ukiona kama hai make sense as a major key, look for probability of it being a minor key. Na kama ni minor, utaona the 7th of the minor that you are suspecting iko raised, and then that will assure you that you are right. It's the minor that you are thinking. Thank you so much for attending today's lesson. I'll prepare the quiz niwatumie.